And Rico, that is where we will start. That's right. Washington cracks the top 5. This is their best ranking in 6 years. How good are their chances making the playoffs? And does Michael Penix land? Where does Michael Penix land on your Heisman board?
He's number 1 on my Heisman board. And yes, I do think that I think they probably would. Oregon State is probably their biggest challenge for the remainder of the season. And they're probably going to have to play Oregon again unless Oregon slips up. But yeah, Kenny, I see them in the college football playoffs. And Penix, as of right now, he's got my vote. And I think he's earned it. I mean, he had his Heisman moment, 2 throws to win it. His only problem, he scored too fast.
And you got to imagine if they end up in the playoffs, it's going to be because of
at that point, he's already won.
Right.
Yeah.
Notre Dame, big win for them, just blowing out USC. Can the Irish turn their year around? And did you see the video of the crowd storming and Caleb Williams, his kid, just getting right in Caleb Williams' face?
Getting the selfie?
Yeah, getting the selfie, talking trash, all the stuff.
It's unfortunate because that's when all of a sudden I love it when kids storm the field because your college kids usually have fun. But when you do that, you take it too far. And then if Caleb Williams punches the kid, oh, well, you can't do that. Like, son, go celebrate with your fans. Don't run up to the quarterback after he lost the game because that's how bad things happen. See the tunnel incident last year. Go ahead, Mike.
Me is me or me is Harlan?
Go ahead, Kenny.
I can offer.
Go, no, Kenny, go.
I would like both, actually.
Kenny, okay.
Kenny, just keep going.
I'll respond in a classy manner. The one thing I would tell you with USC is if Lincoln Riley's not careful, his assistants are going to drag him down. Alex Grinch has got to be fired at USC. He had him at Oklahoma as the DC, and Grinch's resume up to that point, very good. He improved Oklahoma's defense. Didn't make him great, but he at least made him passable. He did the same thing at Wazoo. Whatever they're doing at USC is not working. It is absolutely unbelievable how bad they are. Now, for more on that, Harlan Barnett.
He's just staring at the ceiling.
Blank stare into the New Jersey sky.
Great radio, Mike.
And Lincoln Riley was going to be my next question.
Is his headset even plugged in?
It's plugged in, Mike. They're a bad team. He can be piped into God. They're still losing games.
You know what he should have done? He should have taken a chair to the back of Jay Johnson's spine.
And what would that have done?
It would have stopped the sneak. It would have stopped the handoff on 4th and an inch.
He would be in jail right now.
Yeah, he would have root for radio. Would have added some real spice to state season. Coach assaults OC with chair, WWE style.
I did want to get to Lincoln Riley. I wanted to know,
what do you want?
When do you suppose people start asking questions? When does his seat start to get hot with all the expectations going?
And let's start out with Harlan Barnett's thoughts.
Okay. Can we just stay focused?
I think the hot seat begins if he doesn't make changes. He will absolutely get rid of Alex Grinch. They will hit the portal hard. They'll pay their way to buy in 3 or 4 starters. I think it can turn quick when you give a coach everything. And the product lacks.
Mike,
it won't take long.
You do realize nothing about this has to do with Michigan State.
It all does.
Let's stay
Everything does.
Focused. Okay.
Lincoln will make the changes that need to be made. But next year, if the defense isn't massively improved and if they're not winning the Pac-12 and making the playoff, you're going to feel heat. Welcome to the NFL on Saturday. Yeah. You people wanted it. You got it.
And I can ask this next question as Harlan Barnett if you want.
Yes. Yeah, communicate to me as Harlan.
I've opted out of this.
Actually, put your hood up for the rain.
I've opted out. I've opted out.
So, for real, I was watching a lot of football over the weekend, obviously. I saw the start to the Colorado game. And then I turned it off. I was like, this is done by halftime. What the hell happened?
Hate to see. You know what happened? Advertisements for Shadur Sanders' merch store at halftime happened.
That was interesting, wasn't it?
You know what else happened? Dion hitting his team with a bus. Look, they were never good. So this is enjoyable because the idiot media tried to sell you a narrative. They're terrible. Dion will get it going. He will get it to be good, but they were not good. And by the way, karma's got a way of getting to you.
Going into a bye, do you love his speech after the game? Oh, we're practicing tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, look, the other one, it was the catch of the year. I mean, that kid dunking on Travis Hunter and just being like, come here.
And then
hold on a second. Let me just take that.
Moonwalk backwards. Didn't even lift the ball from the helmet. He just said, you know what? You're coming with me.
Blown
As I
a
go into the end
29-0
zone.
lead, though. Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
But you know what? I think I know the game now for the November 5th Lions bye week.
What's that?
It's UW at USC at the Coliseum.
Okay. Serious note, because I think I'm going to go to LSU the week of November 18th. Do you want to go to Corvallis, UW at Oregon State?
Yes.
I don't even know how to get to Corvallis. What do you have to do? Parachute in? Is there even an airport there?
I don't
Harlan,
know.
what do you think?
But, you know,
Hey, you want to hear what was going through his mind
and you know
as
what?
that
And this
onside
is
kick
why-
happened?
Oh, jeez.
told you didn't opt out of this season.
Hey, here's another one. Hey, Harlan, what do you want to do on third down? Staring at the sky.
Kenny, get control of your blitz.
I'm sorry.
Harlan,
Kenny.
Harlan, everything's burning
David,
down
would you
around
please
you.
cut his microphone
Here's
off?
Harlan's inner monologue.
You know I can't control this, Rico. Brock Bowers goes down for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Yes.
Their road out of the season is not exactly easy. They have Florida, Missouri, Ole Miss, and Tennessee. How difficult will it be to navigate through that without arguably one of the country's best players?
Very. Because I think he's the key to Carson Beck's development. When you have him, that's the cheat code. That's the automatic double team. It's the guy who's able to
Leaves your receivers in one-on-one coverage.
Yeah, and look, I mean, Kenny, you still have the best team to get out of the SEC. Now, look, Missouri's no treat. Drinkwitz has got it going. Luther Burden is a monster. But are you better than they are? Yeah. Should you be able to stifle Ole Miss's ground game? I mean, I'd like to think so. But overall, without Bowers, Kenny, that is, from a skill position standpoint, he's the most important player in America. I mean, Ra-Ra's a nice player. Lovett's a nice player. McConkey's a nice player. None of them are Bowers. I think you lose a game, but you still go to the SEC title game.
See, I think you're going to win games, Kenny, but I think they're going to be uncomfortable wins where it's not going to be the blowout. It's going to be a last-second field goal or touchdown or a defensive stop. It's going to have you pacing up and down, but you'll win the games because I don't think that the teams that you have are world beaters.
Harlan on 4th and inches.
I thought you quit watching them.
I was at a wedding. We didn't have a choice. The poor groom's day was ruined.
And that is your college football.
The guy threw his bow tie across the room.
That's your college football blitz.
UW.